Hello and welcome to another edition of UFO Video Addicts. Let me give you a preview of what I got coming up in this video. The first is from a SpaceX launch in 2018, but this video was just recently uploaded and you can see they captured something, triangle object moving right here. Also have this video from 2019 of a woman who captured a cigar-shaped craft just hovering in the sky. Let's see, this is another one of these cigar-shaped crafts taken with an infrared. And this is a photo of a strange creature taken by a police officer in Argentina. And let's see, this is a video about Elon Musk creating these anti-gravity starships. But in this section, it talks about the effects of weightlessness on the human body. Also have this clip here of this guy from this Sirius documentary by Dr. Stephen Greer back in 2008. But here he explains how, you know, the quote-unquote aliens don't allow us to put nuclear weapons in space. Also have this video here about some guy who thinks he took videos of mermaids. I'm having my doubts. Let's see. This is an article about this sealant skull that some people found. They've done a bunch of testing on it, and it definitely is real. But, you know, obviously it looks like an alien there. And then let's see. Last is this article here from, I think this was actually in the New York Times or the Post. But, you know, it says NASA enlists priests to prepare for an alien discovery, which I think is just more deflection, you know, again, because they don't want to tell us the truth that we're not alone on the planet. Anyways, let's go to this video here. Now, this one here is real quick, but you'll see this object here, this triangle-shaped object just fly under this craft. Yeah, that's pretty much it, you know, triangle-shaped craft. I'm going to say this is probably U.S. military, one of our little triangle-shaped craft. But anyways, a link to this will be in the description. This one here, minute 49, but a couple women just captured this strange cigar-shaped craft just hovering in the sky.
I can see it got a little bit more thinner.
Yeah, it is.
It is. Oh, now it's just more thin.
Now it's about to disappear by the look of it.
I can still see it though.
Anyway, this thing just hangs there, and after a while, it just slowly disappears. Like, I don't know, maybe it put on a cloaking device. I don't think it, or, you know, it could have just flown away real fast too. But anyways, link to this will be in the description. Let's go to this one here. This is, you know, another one of these triangle crafts. Oh yeah, this was taken actually during a storm. Anyways, here's that video. Let's go to the next one. Okay, yeah, now this is some police officers in Argentina think they took a photo of this, you know, this alien creature. Essentially, that's all the video is you see this creature here.
The strange behavior of a subject who was walking around. When the policemen arrived at the park and tried to contact the supposed person, but soon they realized that the subject was nothing more than a strange being of appearance of a traditional extraterrestrial, and soon began photographing with a cell phone camera. The photograph seems to be of good quality, where the humanoid details can be perfectly appreciated.
You know, one thing I want to point out, if this thing is real, right, this creature doesn't have any type of life support device. It's not wearing any type of headgear, you know, so it's breathing the air here. And I remember hearing an interview with a woman who, you know, she was talking about seeing some people in a craft and she could see their faces behind a globe. Like, you know, she was saying they were wearing some type of globe on their head. So obviously, you know, they're not, they're visitors. And another report I remember hearing about a crash saucer, and the eyewitness who saw the crash said that the occupants seemed like they were choking. You know, they had crawled out of the craft, and it's like they were choking, they were struggling for breath. So I'm gonna, you know, assume that those are also visitors. But these guys here, I mean, if they're breathing our air, I mean, wouldn't it follow that you know, they're most likely from this planet? Anyways, check out the link to this. Let's see. Yeah, now this video here, it's about Musk, you know, creating this this contraption here.
Or the center payload Starship. For the remainder of the journey, those aboard the passenger ships would experience the sensation of being pulled down thanks to the centripetal force created by the rotation of the wheel.
Yeah, but you know, he's talking about having to create gravity, because in this part they talk about what gravity does to the human body. Let me go back to here. Check this out.
Is gravity. It is an issue that affects astronauts that are not going as far as Mars because they have to keep to a strict regimen of exercise while aboard the International Space Station. Even this is not always enough, as returning astronauts sometimes have to be stretchered out of their spacecraft when they return from months-long missions. You might have seen films with a plot based on space travel. Most times you see a massive spacecraft where the actors live or even fight and shoot at one another. However, most times the script is silent about gravity in the spacecraft. The travelers that survive whatever the conflict is about get to their destinations, disembark and walk away. Musk would wish to have that luxury, but the real world...
Yeah, see, he's creating these, you know, these structures so that it creates artificial gravity, because the human body is not designed for space travel. We're designed for an environment with gravity. And it, you know, it goes back to some of the reports that people have revealed about the gray aliens. You know, I mean, if some of our neighbors look like us, essentially they're humans, then they have cloned these little gray aliens in order to perform functions out in space, because our body types are not designed for space. But anyways, this is an interesting video. Check it out. Let's go to this one here. Oh yeah, now this part here talks about how, you know, the aliens, I mean, he says they're aliens. Again, they keep wanting to say that, you know, they're visitors, but I think these crafts, or these beings that are preventing us from putting nuclear weapons in space, I'm going to say they're from this planet. They're our underwater neighbors. But anyways, check this guy out.
Were destroyed by the extraterrestrials. Our government sent a nuclear weapon for explosion on the moon's surface. It was tended to, as I understand it, to assess some scientific data and reaction and so forth. The idea of any explosion in space by any Earth government was not acceptable to the extraterrestrials, and that has been demonstrated over and over.
Anyways, that's that. Again, you know, he's saying it's extraterrestrial, but again, why would a species that lives on another planet, or is from another dimension, or is from the future, why would they care about our, you know, about us putting nuclear weapons in space, or about our nuclear facilities, or about our other military facilities, which has been revealed that they're constantly monitoring. You know, I mean, these our neighbors can turn off our nuclear weapons. Again, there's been several reports about that. But anyways, a link to this will be in the description. Yeah, now this video here, like, you know, all these other mermaid videos are hoaxes. This one, I'm not too sure about. I mean, the guy who took the video is sitting here explaining it, how he just happened to, you know, he was checking out this new camera, and he caught this mermaid, and then later on he went down another day and he caught it again, which is kind of weird. who took the videos explaining it. I have my doubts, but again, I've been wrong many times. So, I'll just put the link up and you can check it out and make your own decisions. Anyways, let's go to this article here about this sealant skull. In 2007, a mysterious skull with a human appearance was discovered in a small region of Denmark known as Ostik. I'm sure I'm butchering that. Anyways, science also failed to find its link to any species on Earth. Interestingly, there are many theories on the origin of the skull. For example, some believe that it might be an extraterrestrial skull, while others think it involves some kind of mutation or maybe someone from another dimension. The skull was found in 2007 by the workers who were digging 100-year-old drainage pipes in a house, but scientists had not studied it until 2010. At first, it was believed to be an animal bone, probably a horse's. They were not shocked because it was said that the place once belonged to a butcher, so finding skeletons of cattle was normal in the backward of the house, but on looking closely, it resembled a human skull. But anyways, this is the skull. Yeah, look at that, those big giant eyes. I can't believe some people would think, oh, it's a horse. Anyways, a link to this article will be in the description. Let's go to this last article here. Now, this is this is supposed to be with the New York Post. Heavens above, NASA enlists priests to prepare for an alien discovery. Now, one thing I've learned about corporate media or mainstream establishment media, they will never tell you the truth. Their purpose or function in society is to distract and deflect from the actual truth. So again, they're talking about, oh, these priests are just going to now prepare us. When again, if anyone who's been following, the UFO stuff is very much aware that the Vatican Church is also aware of it. They got a bunch of documents, and they have a telescope that's been watching the skies forever. Anyways, as space agencies launch new telescope, rovers, and probes to look for habitable planets and alien life beyond Earth, a British priest has been helping NASA to understand how the discovery of extraterrestrials would change the way we see the universe. Again, this is, I don't think most people are going to be that concerned. I think by this point, the majority of people have accepted that, we're not alone in the universe. I mean, I think it's going to be hard for some people to accept that we're not alone on the planet, but that's the truth of the matter. And I think, they're also stepping up these type of stories because of space tourism. Pretty soon, anyone who can afford it is going to be launching into low Earth orbit. So, if they don't see with their own eyes, or they have infrared cameras, they're gonna see our underwater neighbors. So it's going to become obvious. So again, they're slowly getting some other people who acclimated to this idea if they can accept it. But my feeling is most people already know, and I don't think people really care. But anyways, link to this will be in the description. If you like things like this, please give this video a thumbs up. Please share this video. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'll have more things like this. Take care.